Locks, welcome back to Bristol Rovers. How's it feeling being sat here right now, once again, a Bristol Rovers player?
Yeah, really good, really good. Obviously I've been training here for a while and not really thought too much about it or tried to get too excited about the if, buts and maybes, but obviously once I knew Daryl wanted to get something done, it was pretty easy for me to then make a decision to come back and come back home, as we say. So yeah, it's only really today where it's actually got me really excited again, and yeah, I'm just really looking forward to pushing on now.
It's been 2 years since you last played a professional game of football. I'm sure it's been 2 years of ups and downs for you and your family. Are you able to just put into words what that journey's been like to get to this place today?
Yeah, it's been really tough. That's to put it lightly. You know, it's honestly, I wouldn't wish the last 2 years upon anyone to get so close to playing again, to then snap my ankle ligament 2 days before the first game, which I originally thought was just a 3-month injury, and then 2 months after that, the operation, to be told that it hasn't worked and you need to have it redone, which then turned into like a 9-month injury. It was just like a thing of nightmare, and I don't know, just mentally just so tough as well. And I always like to pride myself on how mentally strong I am, but even that was like really tough for me. And the one thing, like obviously we've had Milan now, who really does put a perspective on everything. So that obviously did help me through it and stuff. Obviously my partner have been amazing. So yeah, it's been really tough. But I'm hoping now just to get back on the pitch. It's almost just, draw a line under it. What has been has been. It'll make me a stronger person for it without a shadow of a doubt. And yeah, just really want to look forward now instead of back.
You talked about your family there, your partner and your daughter. Given the journey you've been on in these last couple of years, where life has taken you, what does today mean, not just to be a Rovers player again, but to be a professional footballer again, not just for you, but for them?
Yeah, they've lived and breathed and kicked every ball with me throughout my whole journey in football. So yeah, obviously seeing what happened to me, I always said it was harder for them than it was for me, because I was just living it and I can just roll my sleeves up and get on with it. And it was tough for me, so I always think it is probably tougher for them as well. So yeah, I mean, obviously when I knew I was going to leave Luton, I sat down and I was like, well, what? In an ideal world, I'd probably get 5 more years of professional football. What do I want out of professional football? And then that's like, right, well, I don't want to be fighting relegation every week. I want to try and have success. I want to be in a good group. I know Daryl prides himself on having a good group and good team spirit, which is obviously massive, and I've seen that already. But then I was like, the family being on this journey with me, like, come on, if there's a chance to go home, then surely we have to try and take it. And yeah, so obviously, like I said earlier, as soon as Daryl mentioned potential about joining back, for me, it's not about what league it is. It's about coming home, playing football, and more importantly, just enjoying my football again.
Coming home, it's got such a nice ring to it. Coming home to Bristol Rovers, your club, coming back with your family. I can't even imagine what that means to you.
Yeah, like I said, it's only really today where I've been really excited, because until like it's signed, sealed and delivered, you always think something might go wrong, or they might change their minds, or it might be a bit of a risk, or do you know what I mean? So you've got all these, so I don't try and get too excited, but yeah, I was coming in today trying to keep the smile off my face. And obviously once I seen Ricky and Gaffer after training, and they were like, yeah, it's still on, and that's when I was like, oh wow, this is the feeling that I missed. It's so hard to explain. It's just like, I don't know, like everything I've worked so hard for over these last 2 years, and hopefully I can have many more good memories in a football shirt. And I've always said I'm going to celebrate the little wins when I do get back on a football pitch as well. So yeah, I just want to enjoy it, and that's the main thing. I wouldn't be doing this like, you know, it's not X, Y, and Z. I'm doing this because I love playing football, and I've got the massive desire to play football again. And like you said, like what better place would it be than do it, you know, at home?
How's it been being around the place in the last couple of weeks, training with the group, reintegrating into that environment here, and catching up with some old friends as well, the likes of Alfie and Ellis?
Yeah, I mean, Agent Ellis has been on me for a while now. You know, we used to live together when we were at Bristol first time round, which anyone watching this knows Ellis, you know, is quite hard work at times. So, yeah, no, we had some great memories, and we joked about it, you know, today, saying we should move back in together and kick the girls out. So, yeah, it's been good. It's been good. I definitely feel like I can help the group. Obviously, where it is at the minute, I definitely feel like I can add to that and improve that. And obviously, Daryl's been really good with me as well, letting me look at a little bit of coaching side as well, which obviously is not my main focus at the minute. But obviously, I want to get back playing. But obviously, that's something I have half an eye on in the future. So that will play in together quite nicely. But look, my full focus at the minute is on the pitch. And then if there is, as and when, times to help out behind the scenes, then I'll definitely be doing that.
We've spoken to the gaffer, and we know how excited he is to have you in his playing squad once again. Is he the same Daryl that you know from your first spell here?
Yeah, I just seen him then, and he was shouting around the place how he's saved my career twice now. So yeah, nothing will change with him. He's such a bubbly character, and I've always said in other interviews as well, he's the best man manager I've ever played with. So played under, sorry. So yeah, he knows how to get the best out of players. And like I said, we've always kept in touch ever since I moved on. And you know, I don't really want to say this, but I do have a lot to be thankful for with him. He gave me the captaincy here first time round when I didn't even want to be or believe I could be captain myself. But he saw something in me that I didn't, and he almost put that burden on me at the time to say, no, you are good enough. You are a leader. You've got all the qualities to push on and become a leader, and I certainly think that's helped me in my career, definitely. Him putting that faith in me then, and yeah, I come back a much better leader in my opinion than the one I left.
And as we sort of look forward now, some big games coming up, but for you, how exciting, how nerve-wracking, all these emotions, how are you feeling about stepping back out onto a football pitch again as a professional footballer?
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. Look, this is what I worked the last 2 years. You know, I don't look at the fixtures and look X, Y, Z. Look, I want to play football. I want to play in every game. Obviously, I know that's not going to be an option, being out so long in the short term, at least anyway. So, yeah, just try and get on the pitch as much as possible. Can't wait to get back in front of is it the Blackthorn now? Is it Thatcher's? Thatcher's, sorry. Yeah, back in front of Thatcher's End. You know, I've had dreams already of scoring a last-minute winner in front of there and just going nuts. So, yeah, let's hope they come true. I would, you know, I'd give a lot of things for that to be the case. But, yeah, just get back enjoying it. I'd love to walk out of the Mem again, you know, and you know, see fellow gasheads there, and hopefully give them a lot of moments to cheer about in the future. And that's the aim, that's the plan, and let's hope it comes true.